Welcome to We Create Training and Consultancy Services. We Create is government recognized, registered and approved training center. In this video, we will see how to fill candidate upload Excel file. Once you receive this Excel file, you have to download this file, open it on your laptop or desktop, and then fill this file, right? The first thing, there are a lot of drop-down menu in this file. So the first column, number one, you have to select like your title from the list, right? The second thing, you have to write your full name in capital letter. Then comes the third column, you have to select from the drop-down menu your gender. Now you have to write your date of birth, which is date, month, and year. After that, you have to put your email ID, right? Then comes your marital status. So you have to select from the drop-down menu. Next come your father name. So you have to put your father first name, right, in capital letter. Mother first name in capital letter. Then comes religion. So you from the drop-down menu, you can select the religion. Next come the category, means general, OBC, SC, ST. So you have to select from the drop-down menu, right? So the next column is for people who are disabled, right? For example, if you're disabled, you have to select yes. If no, select no. If you have selected yes, so you have to select from the drop-down menu what type of disability or type of disability you have. If you have selected no, so you have to leave this column. Now, your current domicile state, you have to select from the drop-down menu. Once you select your state, automatically the district and everything will come, right? So once you select your state, you have to select your state from the list over here. Once you selected your state, then you come to district column. Automatically the district list will appear here in this column once you select the state. So you have to select your district. Then comes the type of ID. So you have to select Aadhaar card in this list. Aadhaar card, which is very, very important. The first thing, Aadhaar card you have to select. And then over here, you have to select not applicable because you have already given Aadhaar card. So you have to select NA. Once you select the Aadhaar card, over here, it will come NA. You have to select not applicable in this column. After that, in Aadhaar reference number, you have to put your Aadhaar number. The 12-digit Aadhaar number you have to put. Then comes your ID number, because you have already given Aadhaar number. So this column is not required to be filled. The country code, obviously, you have to select from this drop-down menu 91. Then comes your 10-digit mobile number. You have to put your mobile number. Then your education level. So from this drop-down list, you can select your education. Graduation is must for our program. So graduation, and for graduation, if you're submitting document, that's great. So permanent address here in brief, and then permanent address state you have to put. District you have to select from the drop-down list. Pin code, address city, tehsil, LGD is local government directory, right? So according to the directory, according to your Aadhaar card, you can fill this, and you can also take the help of your application form, declaration form to fill this Excel sheet. Now, permanent address constituency. So you can take the help of your voter ID. You can find your address constituency. If your communication address is same as permanent address, you can select yes. If no, if you select no, so you have to put your address here, communication address state, district, pin code, address city, tehsil, and the constituency of your communication address. Now, we'll come to the training status. So you have to select experience in this column, and you have to write in brief about your experience, like in which sector you used to work. So in brief, you can write about your sector, like training, counseling, HR, management. So you can write in brief about your experience. In brief, not in detail, in brief you have to write. Now, you have to put your number of month ka experience. For example, 5 years into 12 to 60 month, I will write. Now, over here in employment column, you have to select yes, I am employed. Now, you have to select according to the form, the declaration form you have filled, right? If you have filled self-employed declaration form, so you have to select self-employed. If you have selected or fill the employer form, you have to select the employed wala option in this. So only two options, self-employed Those who are doing their own business, if you are working somewhere, so you can select employed. Now, employment detail. So you have to write in detail. If you're doing your own business, so you can write your business detail like in brief. If you're working somewhere, so you have to write in brief what you do about your employment, right? Now, in the next column, you just have to select training provider from the drop-down list, and the rest, it's through system generation, right? So you don't have to put anything in the last column. Now let's see one example of one of our leader who filled this Excel file. So in title, Mr. and the full name is in capital, Kuljit Singh Marwa. Gender been selected as male, date of birth, date, month and year, and then the email ID, marital status married, father first name in capital letter, mother first name in capital letter, religion selected as Hinduism, category selected by him, general, disability, no. So this column is blank. Now he selected domicile state from the drop-down menu, Uttar Pradesh. Automatically this list has come. So he selected district as Ghaziabad. And type, he selected Aadhaar card. So this not applicable option came. So you can select not applicable in the other ID. In Aadhaar reference number, you have to put your Aadhaar number. Then you have to leave this particular thing as blank because you're already giving Aadhaar card, country code 91, mobile number, qualification, postgraduate, he selected, address in brief, he wrote, state, district, pin code, city, tehsil, and the constituency he selected here. And he selected yes, both the address, the communication and permanent are same. So he selected yes. That's the reason all this column will remain blank, right? Now, in training status, he selected experience. So you also have to select experience. And he wrote in previous experience sector, 40 years of experience in training and management. He wrote in brief, right? So 40 years into 12, so 480 month he has experience, right? So 480 selected employed, yes. So you have to select yes in this column. And he is running his own business, so self-employed. If you're working somewhere, you can select employed. And he wrote in brief about the employment, like what he do, running own company by the name B Broadways, right? So you can write about your company. If you're working somewhere, so you can write about that company. Now, the last training provider from the drop-down menu he selected, and the last column is for the system generation. So this is the way you have to fill this candidate upload Excel file, save this file, attach this file on the same email ID, and you have to revert this file to me. So thank you very much.